never won anything before in my life. This is the first award I've ever received.
Except our heart.
So thank you, AFP, and thank you, Larry. That was just really great. And thank you for everybody and my family for being here. I'm really glad this award exists, not just because I'm winning it. I'm glad that there's an award for youth volunteering. Because youth have a little bit different motivations than grown-ups. I'd like to grow up to be Cookie. But youth are motivated for other reasons, for college applications and for resume building and stuff like that. That's why they're motivated to volunteer. The first time I ever actually volunteered for anything, all I wanted to do was ditch class. I just wanted to ditch my math class, and that was it. And there was a blood drive going on in my school, and so I went to the blood drive, and Mom, I'm sorry, I forged your signature on the paper. I was 16, and I sat there for 30 minutes giving blood. I ate all the free food, got to miss my whole math class. Went to the end of the class, walked right in at the end like I was like the coolest kid there, and I had all the bandages on. And the teacher, Mr. Acton, who I hated, I was failing his class, he looked at me and he goes, "Oh, you just gave blood, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just gave blood." He goes, "You got a long way to go." Walks over to his drawer, pulls out this tiny little pin, this big. He goes, "I just gave a gallon of blood over my life, and the Red Cross gave you this pin." And I said, "Oh no, I can't let this guy get away with that. All the glory, all of the fame. I can't know this." So from that point on, it was my mission to get that gallon pin. And all I wanted to do, literally, the only thing I wanted was that pin. And so I went, I don't know how many pints you have to get, I think 8 pints in a gallon, and I went to Red Cross 8 times, and you have to spread them out, and I finally did it. And by the time I was 19, I finally got the pin from Red Cross. And I was vindicated by that point. I was like, okay, I'm done volunteering, I did it. I did all the things I needed to do. I stuck it to Mr. Acton, and I'm bad at statistics, obviously, because I failed math, but I think I was way ahead of him in the ratio-wise. I don't know how many gallons I'm going to give by the time I'm his age, but so I was 19, and I had just gotten that pin, and I thought I was done volunteering. But I got a call from a man named Norman. And Norman had built a school in Liberia, and it had just closed because of the Ebola virus, and it was just sitting there. And he needed help with people running crowdfunding campaigns and doing stuff like that to try to get the school reopened. So I don't know why I said yes. Maybe it was the adventure. Maybe I just wanted to go to Africa. I don't really know. But I crowdfunded my flight there. I met Norman for the first time at JFK Airport. No idea who this guy was. I just decided to go to West Africa with him. And so I show up in Liberia, and the school is in disarray. And we worked for 2 weeks trying to rebuild it and meet with teachers and hire a principal and do all of the logistical stuff about building a school. And it's everything is hard over there. But I was like the whole time having the worst time. I mean, everything that I wanted to do about volunteering, all of the glory of like, oh, I'm on an adventure. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh, that all went away as soon as I saw the first person on the side of the road selling coffins. Like it just, you don't even think about that part, but I started to doubt why I was there. I started to wonder what I was doing. Because I wasn't just giving blood so I could get a pin. I wasn't just there because I wanted to go on an adventure. We opened the school, and the kids at the school they did not care what my motivations were. They could not give, they didn't care at all why I was there. They just wanted to learn. All they wanted to do was have desks. And you never hear a sound of joy greater than the sound that these little kids made when the desks first showed up to the school. And they showed up like Beverly Hillbillies in the back of the piled up onto the back of a car. And it was shriekingly loud how excited they were when they finally showed up. And they didn't care why those desks were there. They didn't care why I was there. They just wanted to learn. They just wanted a school. And we built a school, and I went home realizing that really my motivations don't matter. If I want glory or if I want anything, it doesn't matter. This award, I mean, I'm so glad it exists because things like that really matter to, especially to youth. In the past year, actually a year after we built the school, the government of Liberia, there was some rift in the corruption between the land that we built the school on and the actual government who sanctioned the land, and the school was torn down. And the villagers were displaced, and some of them died, and they had nowhere to go. It was the middle of monsoon season, and it was this big human rights issue. That was over a year ago. But we worked really hard in the past year, and our team at New Dimension of Hope, which is the name of the foundation that I was with, worked tirelessly just to raise the money to rebuild that school. The first thing that we did was we went back to Africa. I didn't go, the team went, but they got the president of Liberia to sign off on a new school. They got the Ministry of Education to sign off on protecting a new school. Then they got the U.S. ambassador to sign off, saying, you mess with this school, you're messing with America. It's very hard to get donors or to get people to believe in you that you want to build something in somewhere. The last time you built it, it just got destroyed. But because we had all those things, because we got that, we were given really generous donations, we crowdfunded, we did everything it took to raise the money, and we're currently building the school right now as we speak. Rebuilding it. And the students don't care why. They don't care what the motivation was. They just want to read. They just want to learn. And if one of those kids ends up to be president one day, it doesn't matter why she learned to read. It just matters that she learned to read. So I want to dedicate my award to my team at New Dimension of Hope. And I want to thank my mom, Stephanie, and my dad, who thought I was an idiot. He's no longer around, but he always loved me anyway. And then my sister, Katie, who's my biggest fan, and my girlfriend, Misha, and my grandparents, Linda and Peter. They're just so supportive of everything, and I'm really, really grateful for this and everything. So thank you so much.